Hello everyone, welcome back to the Auburn University RFID Lab recap of November. A couple things on the agenda today. First off, we had our meeting with FiveWin last month with Dr. Mao and his team here on campus. FiveWin is a collaborative effort between Georgia Tech and Auburn University focused on wireless technologies, and we heard a lot of the updates on the group on the research front there. Next thing is we had our board meeting last month in October. One of the things that we talked about in the board meeting quite a bit was setting up a test analog or a test rig for aircraft cabins, and to also help with NASA on their current ISS modules and their future mission vehicles, so that we can use it as a test environment for wireless technologies and RFID. We made some progress on that front. We have some meetings next week. We hope to have that test analog set up that would be configurable to the inside of an aircraft cabin or configurable to the inside of one of the new space vehicles, so that we can do some more RF phase testing and things in there. Looking to have that in a very early part of next year, so more to come on that front. And then also one of the things we talked about before was at the last board meeting was flight catering. I think we talked about this in our last video update as well. We're getting a lot of activity from the airlines in terms of figuring out how to do a better job of tracking and tracing food and things that are going on the flights for catering, so we're working on that too. Went to RFID Journal Live Europe a couple weeks ago in London. Good meeting, good turnout. We did our usual annual retailer breakfast. We had, I think, some 20-something odd retailers. Learned quite a bit about what's going on in Europe and the progress there. Steady march towards serialized item checkout with RFID or serialized 2D barcode or whatever it is. Great news for all of us. We're a few years away from everything being serialized from retail, but we're getting there faster than I had hoped. So good news on that front too. We just released a position paper for RFID and blockchain. Alan Gully, one of our graduating students, helped to put that together with his team. If you're interested, you should have got an email, but you can go to our website and download that paper. Again, it's a position paper. It's very well done, very well laid out. Kind of explains how we envision the future supply chain item level data transfer models and how blockchain fits into that. It's one of the biggest questions we get is, how does this all work together? Well, this gives you kind of the high level strategy. In conjunction with that, the actual chip project, which is a chain integration project where we've been collecting data from the brands and the retailers. We have the white paper that includes data and results from that study, and that is due at the end of December. We're going through some of the drafts on that now, looking really good. So you'll be able to see what happened when we put a lot of those concepts into practice and started using them, coming very soon. Final thing I'll talk about is food supply chain. Y'all been asking about this for years. It's something we've kind of had a toe in and out of the water. Looks like we're finally getting serious, and we're looking at some pilots on a quick serve restaurant side of the house. We're going to get good at tracking inventory, especially food, through the supply chain, to the store, to the restaurant very soon. It looks like we're finally ready as an industry to start addressing serialized item data transfer through that supply chain. We got enough folks that are interested in the data carrier. It's no longer kind of a pushing the rock up the hill, it's helping guide it down the other side. So more to come on that food supply chain early next year as well. Hope you had a happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays for those of you coming up. You know, the lab is going to be closed for a couple weeks over the Christmas and New Year's holiday. University shut down. So in that meantime, if you need anything, call us, email us. We'll be happy to respond. But other than that, we'll see you when we get back in New Year. So thank you all.